What is good, you guys? Welcome back. So today we're going to be trying out this little motor and ESC brushless combo by SEQURE. Now this is for your 24 scale, 18 scale, 16 scale crawlers. Now I did try out their 10 scale system for the crawlers. Worked flawlessly. It was like plug and play in my TRX4. Loved it. So yeah, we're going to be trying this on one of my 18 scale crawlers. I do have a TRX4M and a Panda Hobby Power Wagon. Not sure which one I'm going to try on this bad boy, you guys. But first, I want to get on their website. I'm going to show you guys a little bit of information about this system. And then we're going to be putting this in one of those little crawlers. All right, so we're on SEQURE's website. Now, you do have an option when you go on here to decide what you want to buy. So they do offer just the ESC for $29, the motor for $19, and then you can get the ESC, the motor, and the Wi-Fi link all for $54, you guys. That's a pretty good deal. It also comes with a 0.3 24 tooth pinion, 0.4 16 tooth pinion, and a 0.4 11 tooth pinion. So pretty good little setup, you guys. I think it's a really nice little combo for your crawlers. If you want to go from brush to brushless, this is a perfect setup for cheap, in my opinion. And from my experience, these are all plug and play systems unless you just get the motor or ESC, I think. I'm not sure, but I know the combos are plug and play. I recommend getting on their website. They really got some good information on everything that they have in this little combo. All the specs are right here. A lot of this stuff is really good to look at. They present this combo very well. I just found out this little button is your on and off button, I guess, start and stop button here on top. So yeah, this is a really nice website, you guys. So I do recommend getting on here and learning about their products. Big thanks to SEQURE for sending this one out as well. They did send me the 10 scale version. I do have a video on that. I'll put a little card up here somewhere for that video on the 10 scale version of this. So this is what it comes in. I think the same as the 10 scale one. So let's see, here is your little pinions. You got some looks like it's some tape, two-sided tape or whatever, and then some wires that you're gonna need to plug up this system. Here's the motor. This thing is really cool, you guys, just like on the 10 scale setup. So it is a 3500 kV brushless motor, a little bitty 1520 can. And I like how the can turns. It just turns pretty neat. So yeah, I like it. Man, these things, they make these, that's really high quality. You can see it's all black, and then you can see the little bit of chamfer that they put on the edge of this. So I think these are quality little power systems that SEQURE is putting out. This is the Wi-Fi link. So you can plug it in and you can set parameters off this Wi-Fi link. So it's pretty cool. And then here's your little ESC. So it does have a little casing, which is nice. It says ANT ESC ANT by SEQURE. Man, they make these really nice. This feels like metal to me. I don't know. So like I said, 2 to 3S, 50 amp, BEC 6 volt, 3 amp. Very nice quality little systems for these crawlers, you guys. I do recommend these. Like I said, I've had experience with these in the past with their 10 scale systems. I actually really like their little smaller system here, because the 10 scale system, it didn't have the square cover like this. It was more just wrapped in like a shrink wrap of some sort. The 10 scale ESC was shrink wrapped of some sort, clear shrink wrap. This has got a nice black casing around this. It looks pretty simple, I'm sure this here goes into the receiver. No, this is for the battery, it looks like. And then this one is going to go into the motor, like so. Like I said, this is the battery. This goes into your receiver. So pretty simple setup. So I decided to go ahead and go with my black TRX4M High Trail. This used to have a brushless system in it, but I put the brush system back in it. But now we are going to take this back out and put this brushless combo in by SEQURE. Now you will need a couple things if you don't already have it. Now, a lot of you guys probably know this is a 2-in-1 ESC, so the receiver is built in this ESC on the TRX4Ms. Oh, note, I just wanted to let you guys know this TRX4M is highly upgraded. It's got HR shocks, links, Eco Power bracket and servo, trail links here on the front, steering links. So yeah, it's a pretty nice little setup. So what you're gonna need is a TQ receiver, because your transmitter is a TQ. So I went ahead and pulled this from my new stock. I happen to have like three or four of these TQ receivers. So you'll need one of these, and then you'll need a battery. The battery that comes in the TRX4M has a different connector than the connector that's on the ESC. So you're gonna need a different battery, so which I will show you in a minute here. We'll open this up. So yeah, you're gonna need a few things, you guys, to, you know, if you want this brushless combo. If you don't already have the battery and receiver to switch out. So as you can see, the plug, this is a little 2-prong here. Right there is a 2-prong, which will plug in right here. So you will need a different battery. This happens to be a Eco Power 2S LiPo 450 mAh battery, 80C burst. So this is a really good battery. I have a few of these. I think I have 3 or 4 of these in stock. I may post them for sale, I don't know. I just keep them handy for things like this, because you never know when you're gonna need a battery with this little 2-prong connector on it. I can't even remember the name of these connectors, you guys, honestly. So we got this. I'm gonna have the receiver. So brand new receiver, TQ receiver in this bad boy now. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take the motor and ESC out of here. I'll give you guys little updates as we go. So some people probably don't realize the TRX4M is pretty easy to work on. It's just 2 screws for the receiver and ESC combo, and that'll come right off. And then for the motor slash transmission, it's just 4 screws, and it just comes right out, you guys. So simple. Just 4 screws and it's out. So we'll take this cover off, and I'm going to switch motors out, slap it back in. We're going to mount this ESC and receiver in somehow, probably double-sided tape somewhere. All right, we got a little updatage here. So I got the little brushless motor in. It turned out really good. Fits really nice in here in the transmission. So what I'm going to do is just slap this in the car. And make sure you put your line up your drive line spleens on each side. It's going to kind of be of a pain here, but you got to get these bad boys lined up, and then you can drop this all in one hit. Let's see if I can do it, boys. Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? Just take your time, don't be discouraged, everything will line up. Let's see, boom, got it. There it is, and then you just put it right in, like so, there we go. So we're gonna slap 4 screws in, and that'll be all buttoned up. So there we go, she's all in. if we roll it, the motor should be turning. There we go, it's turning. Everything's working nice. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and slap the ESC in. I wanted to note that this has a metal casing on it. It's very nice, you guys, that the way SEQURE puts metal casing around this little ESC. They didn't do it on the big one, on the 10 scale version. I don't know why, but they should have done that. I could see them maybe shrink wrapping the smaller one. But, you know, if SEQURE is seeing this, it would be nice to put this metal casing like you have on your little system for your big one. So I would like to just bring that up. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I'm just going to go ahead and slap all this in, you guys. I'm not going to bore you. We're going to get the rest of this thing buttoned up. These are extensions if you need them for the ESC and whatnot. And then we have zip ties, double-sided tape. Now I did put the smaller pinion on here on the truck, because it is actually the same size as the stock pinion on the TRX-4M. All right, so she is complete, you guys. The install was pretty easy. Now, one thing I do want to bring up is, after I installed the system, I actually tested it, and the forward was going in reverse and reverse was going in forward on the trigger. So what you had to do is you got to take your Wi-Fi little programmer, unhook your ESC from the receiver and plug the ESC into the little Wi-Fi chip here. I call it a chip. And then you'll go in your phone and you can actually reverse the motor direction. So that's what I had to do. So not a big deal. I left the rest of the parameters alone. You cannot up your BEC, or you can't up your volts because it's at 5.5 and I tried to go 6.5 or something. You can't do that. And then I actually tried to plug my lights in, and it's really not working on here for some reason. I don't know if it's because the ESC is not allowing the lights to work correctly. I'm not 100% sure. This is a new receiver, so it can't be the receiver. And everything seems to be working. So what I'm gonna do is, so here's the old motor and ESC out of the TRX-4M. I'm gonna go ahead and put everything in here in these bags and just put it in here where the SEQURE motor and ESC was. I'll just put all this in the wrapper. That way, you know, I knew this come out of the truck, and we'll put it in here. So we'll put everything back in here along with the chip so I don't lose it. Very nice setup, you guys. I'm impressed so far. Just like on the 10 scale setup that I had, or I still have it, but I did end up taking it out of the TRX-4 because I'm gonna sell that TRX-4 Defender. That's why I took this setup out of my big TRX-4. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, fire this bad boy up. We're gonna play with it around the floor, climb over the little track in here, do a little few speed runs, and I'm gonna let you guys know what I think about this overall. Let's test this out. So we're gonna go real slow. See, let's go real slow, see how this thing goes. Man, look how slow that is. I mean, I'm barely pulling the trigger. Look at that. Look how slow that is, you guys. That's crazy. Like, you could really go real slow with this thing. And it's fast, too. Let's go around the track with it real quick. Do a lap with the old TRX-4M High Trail Chevy K10. Pretty good. You go too fast, this thing's gonna flip over. Pretty quick. Let's climb over something. No. Oh, man. Crash and burn, baby. All right, let's start over. Real slow. Nice. Hop over that. See, something is nabbed this darn wire to my lights, you guys. It's bugging me. Keeps popping out. There we go. Take two. Oh, what happened here? This thing kicked out for some reason. I don't know why. That's weird. Why did it kick out? It shouldn't be kicking out. See, now sometimes, no, this thing's shutting off by itself. I don't know why. Maybe because I flipped it over and it has some sort of cutoff on it. I have no idea. But it definitely shouldn't be cutting out like that. This thing's shut off by itself. See, it turns back on though. So it does turn back on. But it shouldn't be shutting off like that. That's weird. Huh. Alright, let's try this again. One lap around the track. She's fast, boy. Nice. All right, let's climb over some stuff here. Does pretty well. Climbing over stuff. Now, these brushless systems, they will tear up the gears in these TRX4Ms. The brushless system that I had in this, the Traxxas brushless system that I had in this exact car, tore up the gears. One of the gears in the transmission, the teeth wasn't looking too good, and then both front and rear end diffs, the axles, the gears were gone in them. I had to replace them with stock gears again. I need to replace them with some metal gears. So I really don't want to run this thing too hard until I switch the front and rear axle gears out on this, because it will. These brushless systems will tear these gears out of these TRX4Ms. So I'm trying to be good with it. Just testing out the system. See how slow we can go. Nice. Yeah, this system's nice, you guys. I like it. Nice. Oh, I just jumped that. Did you see that? That was sick. Jump it. Cool. Very nice, you guys. Very nice setup. Easy plug and play setup. Let's jump this. Ooh, I just did a wheelie. Nice. Let's go real slow like.
I'm an addict, addicted to being savage. My life is a little graphic, like HBO making magic. I'm rapping to make that passive money come in from traffic. To win mental gymnastics, I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff. So I gotta work hard, play harder, gotta work smarter. Time is money, and money is harder, so I'm not giving up. No, I'm not giving in. I was born in this world, I swear, to make a difference. If you need a mentor, I got something for you, kid. Just watch the way I move and try your best to copy it. Like a CEO, I move like an athlete pro. I party like a rock star show. I live every day like my last, never know. I run it like a CEO. I move like an athlete pro.
All right, so real quick, I'm gonna let you guys know what I think about this system by SEQURE. I like it. You know, it's an easy plug and play, like the 10 scale one was when I got it for the TRX4, and you know, it works good for the price point. $55. You get the motor, ESC, your little Wi-Fi chip. You get extra little extension wires, double-sided tape, some zip ties. You get everything you need. No soldering required. You just slap it in and you go. But there's two things you're going to need if you're putting it in a TRX-4M. You are going to need a 6519 receiver, Traxxas receiver, and you're going to need I use an EcoPower 2S battery because you're going to have a different connector for this setup. So I had to invest in that to put this in this truck. But overall, you guys, I like the system. There is one thing. There is a negative. I am very transparent on doing reviews. I will let you guys know what is going on with something. If I don't like it or whatever, something happens or whatnot, I'm going to let you know. This thing did shut down on me. Twice, actually. One time in the video, and then it shut down on me another time. I don't know what happened, but it did just totally shut off. The system did. So I just pressed the button on the ESC again and it fired back up. So I don't know if I have bad luck or what's going on, but just letting you guys know, it shut off on me. But overall, I like this system, you guys. It handles good. It goes really slow. You got really good control over the truck with this power system in it. It's I think it's the 520. So it's the ANT ESC and 520 motor by SEQURE, you guys. So I will have the links down in the description below to this setup. But yeah, that is it, you guys. I like it overall. Just, I don't know, maybe it was a fluke. It shut down on me a couple times. I don't know, but other than that, I love it. That is it, you guys. You like the content, like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for more, and we'll see you on the next one.
I'm fluid and problematic. You losing if you come at me the wrong way. I've come a long way from sipping on Bombay. It's 1942 now, in this loud mouth, sipping hard in the back of a booth, sold out. I can never get enough. Success is like a drug. The money come in, but then I want more stuff.